Hey guys, it's Hat Guy with the picks here. It's Friday. It's around 12 o'clock. Last night we did something that's not probable. We did something that's almost sounds like a lie when you say it. Last night, this channel went to 10-0 in the NFL. 10-0. Wow. Wow. The Rams, minus 2.5. Down 7-3 at halftime. And it's funny. A couple people were texting me at halftime, not looking good. I went against you. Blah, 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 blah. You know what makes you laugh makes you cry. This is a unbelievable feat that we have met. The Rams came out in the second half and completely dominated the game. Aaron Donald chased Russell Wilson around the field just like I said. The defense completely wore them down in the second half, just like I said. And the Rams minus 2.5 was the bet last night, just like I said. Wow. I thank you guys for all the love, support, comments, sharing the videos. It's what helps this channel and what allows this channel to continue to make the content that we want and love. And I told you from the beginning, what we're going to do here is we're going to release winners at a very, very high percentage. We're 12-2 overall. 12-2, 10-0 in the NFL. What we have tonight is we got a late game in the NCAA. We have Stanford traveling to Arizona State University, the Sun Devils. Now, this line opened up at Arizona State minus 9. Right now, as I sit here, the line sits at Arizona State minus 13. There's been a 4-point jump in this game. I'll let you in on something later on, too. Arizona State is ranked number 22 in the country. They do have a 4-1 record. They are playing at home. Stanford has a 3-2 record. Both these teams came off huge wins last week. They put the total at 52.5 for tonight's game. Stanford, they started out the year very, very shaky. And to be honest, they still are a little bit. They lost their opener to Kansas State 24-7. The next week they came out as world beaters, getting 17.5 points. And beating number 14 USC 42-28. The next week, this Stanford team was my pick, my first college pick ever on this channel that I released. They were playing Vanderbilt, and they were given 12.5 points, and they won that game 41-23. That was the first college winner I gave on this journey. Then they played at number 24, UCLA. They were getting 5.5 points. They lost that game 35-24 and didn't cover. Then last week, they played number 3, Oregon. They were getting 8.5 points from number 3, Oregon, and they won the game in overtime, 31-24. So it's been a roller coaster ride for them the whole season. Their quarterback, McKee, he leads Stanford as the play caller. He has 1,093 yards passing, 11 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. Pete is their lead back. He has 274 yards on 42 rushes and 2 touchdowns. And Higgins is the leader catching the ball. He has 22 grabs for 273 yards and 3 touchdowns on the year. Here we go to getting in a little bit of the trouble. Stanford's D gives up 221 yards through the air a game and 222 yards on the ground. This defense hasn't been able to stop any running back so far. Oregon had 228 yards rushing on them. UCLA hung 217 yards rushing on them. Lonely Vanderbilt put up 247 rushing yards on them. USC put up 198 yards rushing on them. And Kansas State put up 203 rushing yards on them. They haven't been able to slow down a back all year long. I see this game tonight as being the same. I mean, it would be insane for me to think that Stanford is going to be able to come out and deal with this Arizona State ground game. And we're going to get to that now. So they're average on offense, Stanford. They're average. On defense, they're the bottom of the barrel. Monster Energy water. Delicious. On the other side of the ball, we got Arizona State. The record's 4-1. They're ranked 22 on the year. Last week they played the same UCLA team, number 20. And they were getting 3 on the road, and they won 42-23. UCLA beat Stanford 41-23. And Arizona State beat them around last week like nothing. Then they were given 14.5 points to Colorado, and they won that game 35-15 for the cover. They played number 23 BYU on the road, getting 3, and that was their only loss of the year. They lost 27-17 to a very strong BYU team on both sides of the ball. Very, very strong. If you've taken your own route this year and bet and put a little bit of money on BYU, you have been profitable up to this point. You have more money in your pocket than you did at the beginning if you put any money on BYU up to this point. Very, very strong team. After that, they played UNLV. They won in Las Vegas 37-10. They were given 34 in that game. They did not cover. And they beat Southern Utah 41-14. The Sun Devils, they're led by sophomore quarterback Jaden Daniels. And this kid is a beast. A beast. You're going to see him tonight on ESPN. And I'm typically not the guy that gives out these big ESPN games, ranked teams, the whole 9 yards. This game looks really good to me. Daniels has 1,094 yards through the air. He has 4 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. White is their lead back with 64 rushes for 331 yards and 8 touchdowns. Okay, here's where we come into the fun part. The quarterback, Jaden Daniels, he has wheels. He has wheels, and he will use them like he has every single game. Daniels, up to this point, he's rushed for 320 yards and 2 touchdowns. Like I said, he's a weapon. No defense. No one has been able to contain him. Nobody. Putting up excellent numbers on the ground every single week. Pearsall leads their wide receivers with 229 and 2 touchdowns. The Sun Devil team throws for 194 yards a game, and they rush for 264 yards a game. They're in the top 10 in the country in rushing. They average 40.3 points and have a very, very talented defense that's led by Butler with 2 interceptions and a gang of tackles. And they only give up 17.4 points a game. Both teams are coming off big wins last week. Stanford over Oregon, Arizona State over UCLA. So both teams should be loaded with confidence. But what is going to separate the boys and the men? It's going to be the defensive units. We have a Stanford team that doesn't play much at all, And we got one of the best units in the country, Arizona State. This game will be fun to watch. Asking yourself each time Arizona State got the ball, can Stanford stop them this time? And I think your answers are going to be no, 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 a whole lot in this game. Having a quarterback that can run just as good as he can pass with a great lead back is a hard offense to contain. I really see the game being, I don't want to say so much one-sided, but I see it being a one-sided game. I do. I think Stanford will put up a couple points. And let me use the word couple a little bit more. I really think it's going to be a couple points. It's normally an offense that tires the defense, but in this game, it's going to be vice versa. It's going to be the defense of the Sun Devils that is going to wear down Stanford's offense. I see Stanford. I see him getting sloppy in the second half. I see him giving some turnovers away. We know how important it is to have extra possessions in the game and how important it is to control the clock, and ASU does this very well. So the pick, obviously you know by now. Take the Sun Devils minus the 13. I want you to enjoy your winnings. With last night's win, we're already playing this week on house money. How important is that? Tonight we're going to pick up a little bit more house money, and we're going to roll through the weekend the same way we have every single week since I've been on here giving picks. If you're on here and you're watching this, subscribe. Doesn't cost you a penny. You get notified for every video that I've uploaded. Did I tell you? I'm 12-2, 10-0 in the NFL. This is on YouTube. You can see it. Remarkable. Hit the subscribe button. Like the video. What's there not to like when you're winning money? Leave a comment. I'm still asking you guys to leave comments of teams in the comment section that you would like to see me handicap still this week and put out as a play on the video. Leave some teams. And share the video as much as you can. I truly think everybody should be getting a piece of this pie right now. And I tell you what, we're hot. We're hot. I put this record up against anybody else's record that's making videos right now in the world. And I guarantee we can stand tall to tall with them. And in most categories and most wins and losses, we're above them. And we're going to continue to go above them. And we're going to continue to give you the picks, the high percentage wins that you guys want. Let me do the homework. Let you guys cash your tickets. Now let's get back to getting this cash.